if you say so.
Reminds me of that nice little show. Es rappelt im Karton. That's a classic. Very much so a classic. Oh well, I don't think anyone will fucking remember that. On one hand, I really do like this sword. On the other hand, I can absolutely imagine why people would, you know, abandon it, given half a chance. Little Delacroix. A most profoundly interesting adventurer. Yeah, it's best outside because, you know, we're just that hardcore. Even if we have a fucking castle that we could sleep in, we're going to sleep outside. Like a strange people we are. And I guess then we're going to go over to the Uma Hills. Or is there anything else I wanted to do beforehand? I don't remember anything of pressing need. I'm gonna keep the Butcher's Keep for a bit later. So we have the one spirit, but there's nobody there that we can recruit, at least, and the Uma Hills. So we're gonna go to the Uma Hills then. Find out what's going on here. What horrors might await us?
If that's what you want.
Wait, Mayor, when is this crisis going to be solved, eh?
Well, not by sitting around and waiting for better tidings. This should be rather obvious.
Aye, me and mine need to get back to herding, we do, for the wolves have gobbled me flock entire.
And you are lying, aren't you? Because how the fuck are you gonna get back to herding if your fucking flock is gone? You bitch.
Calm down, everyone, please. I assure you that everything that can be done is being done.
And what is that? I just signed a group of those adventurers in here. One deep are they? They haven't come back yet, no. We're doomed, doomed. Doom, 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 doom. We're all doomed. Must flee the village. Must flee before more people go missing. Now, people, come. This is no time to panic. Please listen to my husband. Yes, well. I'm looking for another group of adventurers here to handle the situation. Kill the ogres and evil kin, you mean? Ogres. Ogres mean usually ogre mages, and I don't really like ogre mages awfully much. Pain in my rear side. Yes, ever since that band of monsters moved into the area, we have had nothing but trouble. Irritating people, that's what. And you're both daft. It's the wolves that have been wandering the hills. Sure enough, hungry days. Possible. And wolf, you fool, it's Uma herself, returned to haunt us and steal our children. I mean, it is a world of magic, it's possible, you know. I'm not gonna deny it. Don't be telling that folk tale now. Can't you see? That's the ogres, plain as the truth. People, please. Let's on what happened to our ranger, Mirella. And then track down the source of these murders. More adventurers will come soon. They already have arrived. Oh, they can't come soon enough. Must be doing something, Mayor. We need to be fleeing to the city for our safety. Trying to do something. Just everyone remain calm. Panic will not help. I'm going to return to my home now. Everyone, go home, please. Okay. It's time to explore. So something is about the dealing with the people up here in a not too nice fashion. And I guess we're gonna find out what, one way or another. And if we can't find out, then we just start killing whatever could potentially be responsible until bad things stop happening, basically.
I trust you'll find them all in
What do you have to offer, my good man? Some books. History of the Drow, Waterdeep, Alrua. I always liked Alrua, and the flying ships, specifically. It's great. Great fun. Hey, a random person that stayed behind, let me talk to you. See what you have to say for yourself.
I have nothing to wish.
You're a stranger. What's going on in this village anyway? See what's going on, my lady. The wolves that have been in the hills these past years are coming at us. They are. For weeks now, they've been preying on us, sneaking into the village at night and tearing people apart. And their bodies disappear the next night. That seems strange. Gruesome sight, to be sure. I've seen them too. Wolves look at me from afar with smarts in their eyes. 'Tis the truth. Rest of the village is full of fools. The Mogas, I see them. They ain't so bad, and the Yuma stuff is nothing but a load of nonsense. What have we done to hunt these wolves? Bloody may hide a halfling runt and a troop to find out what's been happening. They haven't come back. Wolves ripped them apart is my guess. Oh, Why would wolves come back to take away bodies a day later? I don't really know, ain't nothing natural, that's for sure. They just seem to up and vanish as far as I can tell. You know about Yogas. Used to belong to the big rebel army down in the south of Am, deserters likely. Seen one of my patrols, don't look like they are up to anything. But a big ogre fellow, Madulf I think, wants to be left alone. The fact that he'd talk first rather than kill you makes him not the worst sort in my books. Actually, a good point he's making there, you know. Any creature that is gonna ask question first and shoot it second, that's an improvement, isn't it? What's this about Uma? Little bull. So we'll go talk to Vincenzo at the Dean. He loves to talk out of his ass, he does. Okay. For the moment we have 3 potential suspects. Then we have the wolves. Potentially lycanthropes, if they're actually smart. Because normal wolves are not, indeed, capable of having enough rational thought to come back a day later and steal the bodies. That does not seem reasonable. Or it might be a combination of things, potentially, you know. It could be that, A, they get killed by the wolves, and then something else comes along and takes the bodies. Also an option. And I guess we're gonna have to find out. To you, stranger. Who are you? My name is Dan. I'm of no importance, I suppose. It's nobody important enough that my love's father might vaguely consider allowing me to court her. No, why not? Love is Colette, and her father is a wizard of no small power, and possessed of considerable bias against me. His name is Germian, and you understand he intends to use Colette as a bargaining tool for some wizardly endeavor of his own. Against her will, I imagine, though I have had no chance to ask your opinion. Now she wants to go with me, and know it, but father will have none of it. She intends to go to great lengths to keep us apart. Oh, woe's me. Instead of doing anything about it, you're just gonna sit here and go like, I'm not important. Well, I could remove her father from the equation, for a price. I have no wish to use violence, my lady. He was the daughter in his own way, and I have no right. But less harsh methods are not likely to work either. I'm kind to offer your assistance, but there's no helping me, I think. Leave me to my sorrow, please. Seems a bit weak, I'll have to say.
You're a stranger.
Who might you be? Can't you? Come here from path, lead bad people who are killing everybody. Okay? I'll leave this place for good. So what do you know about the bad people? I'm not, it's true, and I already saw it. I was bringing the cows home a couple of weeks ago, but I was bringing them through the path in the woods, because it's faster. Even though Ma doesn't like it when I goes there. Past the ranger's cabin. Marila's always been really nice to me. She gives me candies. Says she makes out of tree sap, and she took me fishing once too. When I passed by, though, I saw this big black shadow coming out of her cabin, and it was leaving a big trail of red stuff, which looked like blood. It was big and scary, it looked like a wolf monster. I was so scared for Marina, so I went and told my pa and Ma, or Ma and Pa, rather. But they didn't believe me and told me to stop telling stories. It really is true, ma'am, honest. I went to the cabin, I bet you'd find something. Okay. Just to the west of the village, out in the valley. Everybody wants to go out there now because they were scared, but I know I saw something. Okay, the ranger's probably dead then. Enough. Let's talk to the one. What can tell me about the killings? It's the ogres, sure enough. Wolves would go after the cows, right? It kinda depends. I mean, we in Germany had wolves for quite a long while, as well, until we literally hunted them to extinction. Yeah, quite literally. For some mystical reason, we now have a situation. Just a nice little reminder there. We're now all celebrating the fact that they're coming back. It's like, you do know we had a good reason for hunting those to extinction. Because wolves are actually kinda a pain in the ass. For one thing, they like to hunt in a pack, which makes them not so nice, and the main problem is when they can't actually hunt enough, they tend to get risky, to put it nicely. Meaning they are gonna attack not just your herds, but also your people. As I said before, they are pack hunters by nature, which makes them a real pain in the ass to deal with. So yeah, technically speaking, yes, wolves would probably, if given half a choice, go after the cows. But if you're standing around and guarding said cows, which you should, probably, I might as well go after you as well. It's not unheard of, it's not like it never happened before. As well about the witch, and my daughter Katya is no better with her stories. I already heard her. The ogres, however, are actually intelligent beings. I mean, intelligent. Basically, they have at least enough humanoid understanding that they can be used as mercenaries, which means they should be well aware of their actions, and so long if they're not actually planning to take over your fucking village, random killings don't really seem like up their alley. Isn't it interesting? What else do we have here?
Good business to hear.
Anything else? Murders, skin missing, bodies disappearing. Happened when Uma ruled these lands, you see. Aha, she's a powerful old witch, ruled in 500 years ago. Disappeared, no one knows where to, but she's come back, that's for sure. That might actually be a possibility as well, isn't it?
And who might you be?
Why, what would you know about these killings? The rules are picked here to start in on the people. So, we're quite nice divided people here.
Who are you?
I listen to whoever the fuck I want to listen to. Who you?
Weather's been lousy lately.
If anything, you know, fleeing into the village from our farms for all the good it'll do us. Not know how you fools can wander around in all your metal eat up and deceit. I get used to it. I suppose being an adventurer, my good man. Adventures are you. I'll give you an adventure you won't soon forget. For a few guilders, mind ya. Oh, 10 gold pieces? Nay, metalhead. This one's worth 30. You're thief, not a farmer. I'll save my money for something other than your goose chase. I think it was paint iron. Well, 20 gold pieces satisfy your penny lust, old man. Mr. Farmer Hendrik and his wife led you from the lands just like I've. There was tomfool, tin-haired, adventuring type just like you, that young just this past season. They're with me, good. After she died, a bunch of other tin-heads came looking for her, said she had something of theirs. I just took him outside and pointed to a grave marker and told him to get the hell off his land. Fair enough. Oh, so that night I heard a ruckus in the hen house, looked out the window, and there was trying to stuff something down the gullet of one of them chickens he keeps out back. Very old conclusions, friends, but I'm thinking there's something a sin-head like yourself might like buried deep in the gizzard of one of them cluckers. Can't think of another reason they fled to the town with their chickens and nothing else. I'd be glad to hear it. Clear off for bacon. A oven of honor you got on ya. Well, have you know, this particular oven is a pretty good one.
Wow, adventurer.
And my friends here want to be adventurous like you. Real strong and powerful like. Yeah, want to be a ranger and protect the village. To be a great warrior like my dad. And as we can. And says we are too young and all. Oh, that's what I says, did. Since you're already an adventurer now, ma'am, I was hoping you might maybe buy some swords for us. Some bastard swords. And some ale. Don't forget the ale. He wants to be a real man. Swords and some ale then. If we give you the money, ma'am, would you buy us some? Oh. Barely fuzz on your jeans. I'm sure it's okay if we give them something to drink. I'm sure it's not gonna turn into a problem. Sure. The latest here. Here's the gold we've saved. Get us 3 bastard swords, I guess, and a kick of Baldur ale from Mindling. Hey, you're too excited. I'm gonna get these young children killed, aren't I? We will, actually.
Whatever you desire.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's time to explore the village a little bit.
You need something, stranger?
Who disturbs me? A player, who are you? Well, I don't recognize your name. So long as you're not sent by that fool there, I'll not object to your presence. And I, since you ask, am none other than Jermian, licensed gold wizard for this region. Ain't one off an attempt to report me, girl. What is this thing you're making? Glad you asked, my friend. This is nothing other than a golden stone. A piece of magical craftsmanship, if I do say so myself. 3 other mages have made the attempt, you see. You're lying, I've seen a few of them already. That of gold is quite powerful and dangerous, but I'm more than skilled enough to control it. Complete, I'll have an excellent servant. Something to keep an eye on my daughter and that foolhardy view of hers while I'm away. Trouble is, I'm missing one of the crucial ingredients, the blood of a mimic. Handsomely for some, in fact. I look to be the adventurous type. You had to find me some. As a reward, I suppose I could. Seem to recall that I've got a magical sword around here that I won in a bet from that fool Targaryen. No use for it, but it's valuable. Find me some mimics blood and it's yours. Oh, alright. I'll make the attempt. Go in the right direction, but if you do find some, you know where to find me. If you go, then go. Hello, Colette.
Nothing to it. Hello there.
My father won't let me go. I'll never be a sorceress like he wants me to. I mean, maybe you won't, maybe you will.
Very well.
I don't know. Minister Lloyd schauschen die Umer in. Guess we should stay at the inn and at least wait until it's fucking daylight again.
Whatever you want.
Hello. I don't recognize you. You must be new to Iblisvale. Is there something I can help you with?
In need of adventurers. Yes, we are. Blessed Lasanda has delivered us, oh my lady. No idea of the dire stretch my little village is in. You will help us? Perhaps, if there's a reward involved. I need to gather some coins after all. Isn't I need? I'll tell you what. You hand them others. I will give you the armor that belonged to our first ranger protector. It was my ancestor that kept it. Told it wrapped up with strong protective magics. I'd be happy to offer it, and some gold. Save my village. Oh, tell me the details of what's been going on
We've had a
then.
run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
People murdered in the mats, their bodies disappearing, bodies found with skins inside out. Normally we would turn to our local ranger protector to aid us at a time like this. But Ranger Vanilla has vanished. The man went to a cabin southwest of the village, found no sign of her. It seemed like her to be absent for so long. I fear the worst. And after shepherds and farmers from the outlying holds begin disappearing. People hear strange noises at night, and we have no ranger to turn to. Everyone's frightened, but is scared to leave as well, as they get caught out in the wilderness by whatever has been doing the killing. Of course, everyone has ideas on what's behind all of this. It's the August husband, you know this. My wife, Ada, and yes, many people think it's the group of ogres who moved into the area just before the killings began. Likely is too. In the hills, too close to the village, I say. Yes, you can find them in the hills a bit north of here, because others think it's a pack of very large wolves that's been ranging the hills for some years. Still others claim Uma herself, the great witch of the hills, has returned. Legend has she was responsible for this, much like these ones. It's just all legends. Uma's been gone for over 500 years, my husband. Yes, true. Suppose I should warn you, I've already hired a famous knight, Muzzy Fenton. Yay, and that rope. They haven't been back. I think you should check on the ogres and their fellows before chasing after legends and such. Yes, I will make an attempt. Please, my lady, go to Marilla's cabin and find where she has gone. I'm not too frightened to go far from the village. It is west of the village in the valley. It should not be hard to find. There are other older cabins in the hills, abandoned for many years. I'll go north from here to the river and find that Maruf and his beasts. I have little doubt that they're responsible for all of this, but we must be sure. We have decided to help us. Out of the village, my lady. If you need anything else, do not hesitate to come to. Sure. So, I haven't really gotten much in the way of clues that are reasonable, I suppose. At least nothing really interesting. Time to go to the inn. Probably sleep for the night.
Tell me all about it.
Hello, Minnie.
Useful gadgets I have. Yes, I do.
Let's see what you have then. Your trial is Baldur Ale. Bye. And you wanted 3 bastard swords, so didn't you, kids? No, get Jim back. I'll take that off your hands. And we're gonna sell those to you. Do bitches have any? Doesn't seem like it. Let's see what else we can get here. You can perhaps come to take me home. Depends, where's your home? Fences in here, but I'm as fine as any. Unless I do sleep in the barn on a haystack. Sometimes I do sleep in the woods. Just let poor Trevor sleep at the attic, he does. You know about the murderings. Safe for poor drunk. Hmm.
Greetings, good customer.
Vincenzo!
A pearl to
Indeed.
you.
And nice to see a new face in the village for once. We haven't had many travelers though. Can you tell me about the killings? I mean, it's pretty evenly split between who's suspecting who. Interesting enough. Who died? Many people. Farmers, herders, and all the people outside of the village. And now they are all inside the village. Everybody give some young children some swords and some ale. That will work out splendidly well, wouldn't it? Oh boy, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, basically we have 3 groups that are suspected. The ogres, probably deserters from the south. Strange wolf creatures. And, well, the old witch of the area, apparently. Who has disappeared 500 years ago. Before you're like, that sounds rather far-fetched. I know.
Find no better prices around. I guarantee it.
I think we have reached the point where we don't really need to speak much with the people, because most of the people have just one of 3 opinions available.
Well met and welcome.
Let's talk to everybody else though, because that's how we are.
You look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
I got much in the way of tomes today, and real snow here, so I shipped most of my stock to Cutler. Okay, business has been there because of the events around here. I'm gonna enjoy my stay, don't worry about it. There's adventure to be had, and shit. Yeah, hello, stable boy.
Who are you?
Nothing to say, eh?
Never
Okay.
had rats. No,
Say that in, Vince, but Temple ain't I would be picking. Boy, and keep you on me, Vince. Have you strapped to the lock? The name is Vincenzo. Very important, yes. That's a lot of rot. Here's that name from a Zambian trader, and suddenly you're putting on airs. No matter boy, he's an ignorant lout. Took in out of pity. Simpleton who doesn't know his place. So, let's talk about, yeah, I'm not gonna worry about the rodents. Could be worse. Fine game.
Yes.
Party members, please come over here, because I can't, you know, order our room. You're too far away.
never had rats. No, sorry.
Buddy, let's give ourselves a nice, peaceful night's rest. Steal from you. No reason to piss them off overly much. Go back to the boys and telling them, look boys, we got you some swords and some ale.
If that's what you want.
You're totally not gonna regret that, are ya? I mean, to be fair, I'm not gonna regret it. I mean, I don't give a shit. As long as they give me the money for the job, I'm willing to do the job. I've been a honest sort when it comes to stuff like that. Now then, time to investigate just a little bit and find out what is actually going the fuck on. I think that to be a rather important question. Hello kids, it's me again. Yeah, you've got our staff. I got your keg of ale and your swords here. Ale and the bastard swords. Wow, you're the best man, thanks. Tips on the ale. I want to hold my sword. Let's go! Woohoo! Well, I brought the 3 kids, and that's what I promised them, and they run off to enjoy it. Hopefully no one's gonna lose, you know, their hand or something. So these are the chickens I might potentially have to murder, eh?
Well met and welcome.
What can it, how much are you asking for these chickens? They aren't for sale. Sure, I could have a good price for them. Up to it, and if you wish to discuss the chickens, my lady, I've nothing to say. Suspicious.
I've no time.
Just good folk fled from me out of farmland, stranger. We ask nothing of ye other than ye leaves us be. Anyway, secret old man, give me the chickens, or things are going to be trouble. Tell the woman you are. It's all I have left of my daughter, all we have left in the world. Dead. Pay you fairly for it, then you don't have to hide it anymore. It's best not be hanging on to it any longer. Eventually someone will come and take it from us. What can you pay me for it? I'll give you 50 gold pieces for it. I am more than fair, I suppose. Take it then. When I shall find some other way to remember daughter. A Baldur jewel from a farmer. Did I know? Normally deep, pleasant seawater green, bejeweled spurgy blaze with a glittering, winking, flashing light. But this particular stone has a slightly different hue. Perhaps it is a new stain, rarely if ever seen before. It looks incredibly valuable. Nice. Actually, I still have the Mantle of Wokin. There's no real reason for me to have that anymore. I should really sell it, shouldn't I? Actually, can I just now, kill the chickens now? The chickens wish to fight me. Stop it, criminal chickens! You will not be allowed any respite. People back there are just like, we're not going to get involved with this crazy person trying to murder some chickens. Do I get XP for that? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, that was a bit unnecessarily cruel, I'll have to say.
Are we gonna kill something now? Come on, maybe. Something small.
I've no time for to talk to you now.
We'll keep the item and see if we might find a use for it at a later date. Yeah, I always like to say, we don't need to be overly assholeish. We could be overly assholeish, but then it seems more trouble than it's worth, isn't it? But we're going to at least try to be somewhat reasonable in our demands. I mean, what's 50 gold to us at this point, honestly? It's a very good question, isn't it? Not much is the rather obvious answer. Which also means, of course, we could pay the friendly neighborhood shadow thieves for their assistance in finding our friends, but we're gonna wait. First, as always, first comes all of the side questing, then comes the main questing. As should be always good and proper. Oh, look at that. Look at what we found here.
Very well. Whatever you want.
There seems to be something on the ground of interest. A little scroll at that. Journalist journal. I'm sure she's not gonna mind me reading her journal. Love it. Relatively sure of it. It looks as if a violent struggle has taken place here. Someone was killed and dragged out of the cabin. There are a few footprints in the blood. They appear to be dog or wolf prints. Note from Muzzy Fenton. I smell lycanthropes on my radar. I swear to God, if they turn out to be just as much of a pain in the ass as the last time we had to engage them, I'm gonna start screaming. Ah, Queen Charles is later to search out the wolf lair. My own scouting of the region has confirmed my other suspicions that there's a large pack of wolves acting in this area. The map included, I have indicated where I believe the wolf den to be located. Follow us if you can, but be cautious. We can ill afford another mysterious disappearance. Until we meet again, Muzzy. The read is drawn a crude but effective map which indicates the path to the forested area several hours north of the Immersvale region. Fair enough. Skipping of dangerous blah blah blah. Gotta come to visit again, sweet child, eager to learn my ways with the wild creatures. The creatures roam the forest. Seems to have their own opinion. I seem to be baffled for most sense point to a pack of wolves that have been in the area for a long time. Wolves don't steal bodies. Yes, they don't. They will eat what they can, and then go back to being, you know, forest dwellers. Wolf-like creatures. Night while I've been patrolling, I've often caught shadowy glimpses of these wolves. Direct attention to ignore me. The pack is being controlled by someone else. Years ago I spoke with the pack leaders and they were cordial. It's near noon. Still the water outside of my cabin seems full of shadows. I plan to find the wolf's den this afternoon. I've drawn a map. Good. Something else. A whispering in my mind. It is faint now. Waking hours, but while I sleep I dream only of this voice and the face behind it. It's connected to the voices I do not know. I suspect by the time the sun gets tonight I'll have answers to my questions. I believe in gate after gate. What? What foreign concept are you trying to introduce me to, little Jack? Hey.
If you say so. Of course.
What cult are you trying to recruit me for? Speak plainly, man. Speak plainly. Or something. Okay. I found clues. Very interesting clues. Very interesting clues indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, what is left? You merely adopted the gate. Did I now? I was born in it. Why does this sound familiar? Oh, debate. Where are you now? Has it left such strong an impression on you, little one? I'm sure you want to contest my standing in this particular regard. Just let me tell you, this old man has seen a lot. Hey, Bear, could you please go away and not attack me? I don't really want to unnecessarily bother you. Oh, you are first XP, technically speaking. Oh well, later. Later it shall be. A little cave. In Umar Cave, to be precise. Well, I mean, you know, they do say that curiosity killed the cat, but
If that's what
that has never stopped me now, has it? I see dead bodies. And a chest. I like chests. A killer mimic, you say. Interesting. That was easy enough to find. I didn't see Baldur's Gate 3 till I was a man, but even then it was just blight. Pretty much, yep. Which is really, really saddening. You know, I do want to give Baldur's Gate 3 my seal of approval, and I would have given them this my personal seal of approval if they just hadn't called it fucking Baldur's Gate 3, that is. Try to drag a certain corpse out from its well-deserved rest to profit of it. Sad as that is. I'm not prepared for that, am I now? I'm indeed not prepared for that. But I never was. Yeah, those are not creatures I want to engage in. See, you could have made this such a nice little thing. You could have made an, you know, simple, small little notch towards the original Baldur's Gate. You could have called it something like, you know, Legends from the Sword Coast or something, you know, something that is close enough but not completely just Baldur's Gate. But look, it's supposed to be in the same setting. But it's not fucking Baldur's Gate now, is it? Which is most definitively not. Saddening indeed. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Let the people enjoy it, if they want to. I shall keep to my old Baldur's Gate. Go like, yeah, fuck you. I'm happy. Yeah, nothing of interest. Save again, just in case there's more of these little fucking creatures in here, because they are kind of a pain in the ass and they do a bit of damage. Just a tiny bit of damage that I do not enjoy having to deal with. No, anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I did get the mimic blood relatively easily.
Nothing to it.
Yeah, seriously. Baldur's Gate 3. Why? Mind you, since Baldur's Gate 3 does not enjoy nearly as much of the added bonus of being a nostalgic experience, I can judge it very, very much harder than I can realistically speak in this game. Like, they get weaker the further you go into the story. Or their romances are just fucking cringy as fuck. I mean, seriously, how the fuck did they manage to make romances that much better fucking decades ago? Interesting. than more modern interpretations of it. Yeah, we would assume it's not that hard. Don't you just love it when you're sitting around in a nice early morning spree while running through the woods in Baldur's Gate and suddenly you could look down to your fucking home phone and it's like, I know that number. You're trying to sell me shit again, aren't ya? Why the fuck would I answer that? On this particularly nice day. Oh well. Something to pick up, eh? What do we have here? Greenstone ring, you say. Interesting, interesting. Now we're gonna talk to them in a bit. Find out how suspicious they are or not. Have we... yes. Yeah, the temple ruins.
Very well.
The temple ruins are of course where
What do you like?
little Muzzy is waiting for us to be recruited in our fold of many, many, many people. Yes, yes. Oh well, I'm looking actually forward to the next few decades, you know, when people will still remember Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 as being Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 for all that it has given us, and the only thing Baldur's Gate 3 will be remembered for the most part will be that there was sex with the bear, wasn't there? It's like, yeah, that's an achievement. Congratulations. Quite the achievement you've made there. Probably wasn't the achievement you were aiming for, but oh well. So be it then. If that is now the new standard by which, or the new metrics by which we determine a good RPG, the ability to fuck with animals, then well, I guess modern RPGs are then just not for me, I suppose. It's a bit saddening, but alas. It be so, it be so. I shall not get involved now, shall I? Can we go closer? Pretty sure this is actually where we can pick up a certain someone.
Let us speak and be done with
Yeah,
this.
you're one of the wizard folk looking for Valiga, aren't you? I'm looking for him, yes, but I'm not interested in the fight for the moment. I'll move on then, get out of here. I will not, thank you very much. I'll make that choice when and where I go. By my very lonesome. Strange times we live in. Strange times we live in indeed. So here I sit wondering why I have so little games that I'm so willing to spend money on these days. Looks at modern games, goes like, well that explains that. Rather drastically, I'll have to say. Let's go inside. Don't you guys have phones? Oh yeah, I remember that line. And actually, you know, I'm one of these people who would answer like, at the time, no, I did not have a phone. I have a home phone, you know. One of these things that is bound to be at home that you cannot take with you. What about me? Am I not your market then? Do you not wish my money to be in your pockets? Apparently you don't. So how about that?
Whatever you want.
We live in strange times, honestly. Really strange times. Need to be, you know, I'm a bit of an avid honeymoon enjoyer as well, and I see that too has ever more changed towards a not so
By the gods, I swear you'll not live to take me.
stranger things. So yeah, well, guess it's just the times we live in, eh? Maybe so. Maybe so. Maybe there is a big market, but then again, would you really want to invest heavily into the Chinese market? A market that is regulated as fuck from top. Which means that all of your creative freedom is going to go down the drain because you're now gonna need to suck Chinese dick very, very hard in order to continue existing. I mean, go ahead. The good thing for me is, you know, as I said a million times, I've been saying the same line basically for 20 years at this point, you know. I don't need good games to be made. I don't need good anime to be made. I don't need good fucking comics to be made. I'm just gonna enjoy the old ones then. Fuck that. I don't need to spend my hard-earned money on a fucking product. Why should I? I got my stuff. I remember Free Hong Kong, yeah. I remember the debate around that. I also remember Blizzard being a cuck in that particular regard. Good times. But see, what do I need from me? I've already got Baldur's Gate. I can play this many more times. I've got Gothic 1 and 2, plus Night of the Raven, mind you, to make it, you know, fun. I've got a good games already in my little pocket, and you know, if the great companies decide to not make games for me any longer that I find interesting, or you know, the greatest games that come out and are hailed as such, have as their most defining feature the ability to fuck some animals, then fine. Go ahead, people, and enjoy your I have no nice words coming to mind when it comes to that. Enjoy your stuff, I suppose is the nicest I would say. And I'm gonna sit here and, you know, just once again go like, what are we gonna do this time? Yeah, basically. What else is there? There are actually some, as I said before, I never actually managed to finish Icewind Dale. I'm looking forward to doing that, because that is actually a game that I at least have some trust will be interesting to me. Arcanum, I'm pretty sure I never finished completely. Play that again? That's something to do. Gothic you can play in multiple ways. I'm pretty sure I have not played it in every way possible. I can do this again. Right now, I don't care. If these companies don't want to make money off of me, I don't have to engage with them. Why would I? You know, same with movies, with anime, with comics, with everything else. If they don't want to make something that I would take an interest in, that is fair enough. If I'm not their market, fair enough. And I'm not the only one who's not their market, mind you. If, for example, a company goes like, okay, we just want to invest heavily into, you know, the Chinese market because we do love sucking that Chinese dick so fucking hard. Okay, go ahead. I'm not going to join you. I had to, with my own business, had to go on my knees and suck big company dick for quite enough. I don't really want to, you know, expand upon this experience any longer, so, go ahead. I'll stay where I am. Oh dear, no killed ones or the servants, no doubt. But God, I swear you will not live to take me to that damnable sphere. I'm actually not interested in it. What do you speak of? The Planaswea appeared in the slums of Atkatla weeks ago. My ancestor, the necromancer Levok, built that sphere as some sort of planar traveling device. Levok disappeared with this sphere 5 centuries ago. It has not been seen again until now. No desire to meet my ancestor, and even less desire to help the gold wizards. Pretty understandable, actually. But I'm certain that my body is the only key to the sphere, alive or no. I tried to force my cooperation when I refused to aid them, and I had hidden myself away as a result. Thought I'd been successful as well, until you came. They have not been entirely truthful to me. How do you propose we solve this? How do we solve this? Go into the city and enter the sphere. If he does, we can exterminate his ghoulish existence once and for all. You're more than welcome to whatever lies within the sphere, such as magical treasure and anything else of Levok's. None of it interests me in the slightest, but it would be very interesting to me, wouldn't it be? Just sounds interesting, but will the cold wizard not oppose us? Wizards will not rest until they get inside that sphere, and one cannot hope to stand up to cold wizard for long. It's not without steady hands at one's back. Okay, did you kill 2 of the cold wizards? I mean, they don't really care, to be fair. How's it just this whole how could she be alive? A long time, but for all I know, time may work differently when traveling in the plains. As far as immortality, well, my ancestor had extended his life before, but it is a different story. He's a bit of a weird one. Cortana 9, which means plenty to Levok. Already many centuries old. Extended his life by stealing the bodies of blood relations. So yet lives, you can imagine my concerns. That's why my body may allow entrance to be severe. Aha. I changed him to Wizard Slayer in my game. Not the worst choice, I would say. Join me, we shall see what inside the Planaswea. Goes long ago to kill Lavok should he ever reappear, and perhaps I shall be able to fulfill it. My heartfelt thanks to your offer of aid. Don't worry about it. And let me tell you about, we are opposed to the cold wizards as well. If you wish to have my help in exacting a toll against the cold wizards, then set in your way. You'll hear no complaints from me. I understood that, yeah. The only thing I would really like to have is just one singular classical thief, you know, not a dual classed one like fucking Imoen or fucking Nalia, just a thief, or at least a multi-classed classical thief that is not, you know, Jan Jansen. That would be nice. But alas, you can't have everything, you know. Can't have everything you need. A righteous cause and another companion to stand at our side is always welcome. Yes, indeed.
I'm
Now then, let me take a look at you, little stalker. He's a weird one. He's a weird one indeed. I mean, I'm not too unhappy, technically speaking, and I did promise I play the game as vanilla as it goes. Meaning that I don't actually have much of a choice here. Let's see, yeah. Never really liked katanas much. There aren't really that many I find nicely, but I guess we could give him katana, and he has 2 weapon style as well. Also high up the line. Which means, technically speaking, the way he's set up right now, he could use 2 katanas. Where the fuck am I gonna find 2 katanas that are actually good? Don't think I ever had him for much long in my party, mind you, but I guess we'll make use of him for the moment. Give him a bit more of that 2 weapon style for obvious reasons. And usually I don't like having 2 big weapons, technically speaking, in hands. I always liked the idea of, you know, making a classical dual wielder who uses, you know, 1 large blade and 1 small blade. So I guess we could give him the Wakizashi and Ninja too as well, or dagger, for that matter. Short, I don't know, if he starts with all the fucking weird shit, let's keep him with the weird shit for the most part, shall we? Seems reasonable enough. What do you have in your inventory then? You have the family blade, that is bleeding damage round. Okay. Go to the temperature stick. Should I get Celestial Fury? Yeah, we can, Jesus Christ. What else do you have?
If you say so.
You must gather your party before
Patience. Temper, don't you know? Okay, so now we need to talk with the ogres and shit. But yes, getting the Celestial Fury might be a pleasant experience as well.
Come on, let's go whack something evil.
Actually, yeah, we do now have 1 companion, and since the other companion, the little Mercy, is, we don't really have a slot for her right now. I would like to, what I do now, basically pick them up, so we do need to go back to Atkatla and deal with this swear one by another. And we have his quest done, and can send him on his merry way, basically. Hold, use not of human village. Where you come, but use once. We don't have a mage. Not at the moment. For the most part, when I pick up companions, I leave the mage, well, Edwin, to be fair, behind. But normally I have him around. And I myself am technically speaking a mage. I mean a fighter mage, but still technically speaking a mage. So, you know, there's that. But technically speaking, we have Edwin usually with us, for the most part. Just because I really do like the fact that he just randomly gets turned into a woman for his own arrogance. Which as far as I'm using. So yeah, what are you doing here? Our lead fellows from a great army sent us in the south. No one to kill races no more. Lead fellows in desertion, we just want to be left alone. Aha. I would have first been responsible for killing people in yes, no kill humans in village. We know want trouble with use. Okay. But I know you're telling the truth. None of the fellows be chased and hated cause me an ogre. Just wants to be left alone. Come here 1 moon ago and tries to settle for a while, yes. Then after we come, fellows begin to vanish. 1, 2, they go. Some turn up killed, skin missing, somebody's vanished too. Motherf, no, now you're killing us. Alright, numbers get smaller. We like you. But something bad is here too. Killing us fellows, very bad. Oh. I was killing your people too. What do you think it is? Yes, maybe wolves, maybe bad magics. Alright, bad magics. Probably see what kills fellows. Comes at night though, maybe is the shadows. I see, so event is in the middle of the village. Where are we going then? Right, not attack us. We need to bring words to human village. Humans run a matter of ghosts, so me needs you to do it for me. Use bring words, yes? What do you want me to tell them, first and foremost? What if no one death? What if no one fight? Just one peace. You tell villagers maybe that Motherfin fellows will protect village. Protect from orcs and mountains, yes? Humans let us stay then, and no call nights. Maybe let us come once in a moon to trade for food and goods. Leave the village, views tell them, we know one trouble. Alright. Doesn't sound too bad. Leave alone and eat good. Be happy here. You do a good thing, maybe humans agree. Motherf keep dear. You tell them. Fair enough, fair enough. So far we still have not figured out, not at all actually, what is going on, who's murdering all of these people, but we do know that apparently they're also killing ogres. Oh well, this band of mixed things. Orcs, ogres, minotaurs and gnolls. And killing a lot of those that doesn't actually require much in the way of skill. I mean, the minotaurs are gonna be somewhat tough to kill, technically speaking. But for the others, when I've slewn quite the number of gnolls in my time, so to speak. Do we wanna... I guess we're gonna abandon our duties up here for a little bit. The mage is really good. It is really good. It is quite enjoyable. Especially if you're playing through all of Baldur's Gate, and in the first Baldur's Gate, being a mage is kinda still a bit slow, because, well, you're kinda bounded by the low level. You know, really blooming as a mage kinda happens a bit later. Being a fighter mage makes that a lot more bearable, of course. And later on, I mean, you basically have some nice options, don't you? When you think about it. Do I wanna go back there immediately, or do I wanna take a trip over to the keep first? Well, really not a bad idea to go over to the keep and see if something has happened. Always a good idea. Yeah, but let's get 2. When mages start blooming, you can actually get a lot of mileage out of that extra class. One of my most beloved multi-classes have around, basically. Good times indeed. Especially because basically it allows for some quite nice things later on.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Let's see, anything else happened around here while I was gone? A little one, little Mayordomo, come on. Any action that requires my input? Over here? No, good. Very good. I think after that one thing with the messenger, the rest of the quests should not technically put us into any problems, I hope. Kind of finished with that already. We are in the middle of that. We'll talk about that at some point. That. Yeah, we'll wait out how that works out. We kind of finished this, technically speaking, because we stopped hunting for him. Why would we? I guess our next destination is the Swear then. Before we do that, we can take a nice little rest. Basically, by the end, I want to have all the options available to me, basically. Companion-wise, that I can have reasonably, apart from the new ones, because as I said before, I'm not a fan. Neither of the companions themselves, nor of their romances, mind you. I've bothered my way through that and was not happy, and I'm not going to do it again in the near future. Or to put it in other terms, in a strategy member terms, you know, that is the sort of shit you need to pay me to do, because I would not do that of my own volition. I'm gonna be very honest about it. I'm complaining about it. Because now. No, 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 no. Let us not, shall we? It is not murder. Our motivation that fucking hard.
Yes, this is it. This is the planar sphere.
It is indeed.
We should climb the stairs and find some manner of entrance.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm right, my blood, my presence should open the sphere.
Yes. This gigantic sphere seems to have freezed into the surrounding buildings, neatly cutting them off. It has indeed. Now we can go inside.
Whatever you want.
Now then, how problematic is this going to be? You only need his body. Technically, yes, you only need his body. You can kill him and just get in with by his body. Because only his blood is technically speaking required. But as I said, you know, I always had a weak spot for collecting companions. They are basically my own version of Pokemon, and when I can collect one, I fucking will. You can bet your happy little ass on it. They're not Jesus. That was not very nice of you. That's a lot of damage to do. To be fair, you are kind of fucking fast. That's 8,000 XP for you, I suppose.
I'm ready. I can dance on the head of a pin as well.
You always say that, Yoshimi, but I've never seen you dance on the fucking head of a pin. Are you perchance lying to me? Golem arm, planet key, and some random warbles and nonsense.
Come on, let's go whack something evil.
Actually, wait a second. Need ammunition. We might actually want to take with us. But was any of these trapped? No, really not. Cool on us then. Sure, I'll take those as well. Let us see. Those you need to keep. Those you can put away for the moment. We're gonna deal with those later. You just go upstairs. I guess technically speaking you don't actually need those. Keep you the melee fighter though. So, one thing I really would like to get my hands on, of course, it would be a nice little bag of holding at some point. And everything can, you know.
What would you like?
Okay, so first and foremost,
What do you need?
how does one
Fleet of foot and all that.
I'm waiting. Of course.
deal with this again? Bit annoying. You guys are gonna fear somebody? Yes, you did. Blue shows a bird's eye view of Atkatla. Another stands out like a magic beacon in the heart of the city.
Nature's servant awaits. If that's what you want.